Hey everyone, thanks for joining us here today. We're going to go ahead and get started with the webinar. For those of you new to the webinar process that we do here at Currency House, generally speaking, we normally start the webinar just a tad bit after the hour. That's just to assure that everybody has their seats and is fully attentive and fully good to go. Obviously, people have a little bit of time loading up the software, so we just want to make sure that everybody has their seats and it's fully good to watch. So this is Day Trading with a Schedule, one of the various intro-based webinars that we offer here with Currency House. I know there are a few people in the room right now, but generally speaking, we do have a few beginners with us. I think more beginners than actual individuals who trade pretty live with Currency House. So this is going to be a great webinar for those individuals who are just starting off with us. For those of you that have been with us for quite a time, some of this might be a little bit repetition. Some of it may be some review for you, but that's totally fine because when you do trade, it's always good to have some repetition just so you can get down the basics. Once you have the basics down pat, you'll find that trading online becomes extremely easy. What used to seem as a pretty convoluted process gets quite simple with practice. So that's what we're trying to do here for you guys today. The webinar itself should take about 25 minutes, maybe 20 minutes or so. We're only covering 3 different topics, 3 different main aspects, so it should be rather straightforward. When you're conducting a webinar like this, especially to beginners or people that are quite new to trading, you don't want to cover too many topics because obviously there's just so much to take down. We want to make sure that you guys understand exactly what we're trying to get you to understand, and trust me, if you can understand these 3 things, it's going to make trading online extremely easy for you. So we really hope that we can do that for you here today. For those of you totally new to the webinar experience, you're going to notice a few different things on your screen. Number one, this is my cursor here. This is a live webinar broadcast, so everything I'm doing is in live time. I know the cursor tends to jump a little bit, so sometimes I'm going to get my spotlight out here. You can see my kind of spotlight. That's if I want to highlight something on the screen. If not, I'm just going to keep my cursor out, just like that. Sorry. Then you're going to also notice a chat box. That's going to be probably on the upper right-hand part of your screen. That's how you interact with the webinar. So no one can see the questions that you ask in that chat box, only myself. I'm going to answer questions at the end of the webinar, not during. That's just to save on time for those individuals that are constrained. I know some of you, maybe your evening, or some might be your late afternoon, mid-morning, that kind of thing. So if you are on your lunch break and don't want to take up too much of your time, I totally understand that. So we'll try to get you out of here within that 25-minute range. But if you do have time and you want to stick around and ask questions, I'm here for that too. So I'll definitely take as much time as I can out of my day to try to help you guys with any questions you have. No problem whatsoever. That's what I'm here for. So let's go ahead and get started. Having said that, like I said, please feel free to write down your questions. Just make sure to understand that I won't answer them until after the webinar has completed. Okay, so like I said, we're going to basically take trading and day trading and bring it down to 3 distinct levels. Individuals that tend to trade online, you would think that the individuals that trade online nowadays are, I guess this is more for beginners, are individuals that are pretty high wealth. Maybe they trade for a living. It's their only job. They make maybe a lot of money doing it. That's probably the perception that you have of individuals in the industry. But that's really not the case. A lot of individuals that trade online actually do it part-time or do it kind of in conjunction with other things that they do, other jobs. A lot of it is second income based, and that's totally fine. That's what investments are at the end of the day for a lot of individuals. It's secondary income, not their primary source of income. So if that's what you're doing and you think you're in the minority, that's totally not true. You're definitely in the majority of individuals trading online. And if you think about it, if everybody online that's trading is doing it as a secondary income, they all have to start somewhere. And not everyone in the world is a genius. And trust me, there's people that are trading online to profitable levels that aren't geniuses. It's just a matter of really understanding exactly what you're doing and bringing it down to levels that make it very simple. The second part about trading online and that why individuals don't tend to do it is because I think they're too busy. They may think that they have a really busy job or that their kids take up a lot of their time. But to be honest, it really doesn't take that long. And you'll see in this webinar, I'm going to do 3 different types of trades. I'm going to show you how to set a trade. I'm going to show you how to take a stop loss and a take profit. I'm going to show you how to check out our social trading feature. I'm going to show you actually how to follow a trader, and then I'm going to show you how to analyze a trading signal that we send out on a day-to-day basis. So this is 3 different things that I'm doing, and I'm doing them all in 20 minutes. So I'm doing them all in 20 minutes while explaining while I'm doing them. So I'm not just doing them at my own quick pace. So you guys can understand that if you can understand these 3 things and understand them very well, then there's no problem in doing them very quickly. And if you do them very quickly, then you can get them out of the way, and then you don't need to be at the screen. And that's another thing that's very important for secondary income traders, is that if you do trading correctly, you don't need to monitor the screen all day. If you know the market's heading in a certain direction, you can take out a position and just hold on to it, and don't need to just considerably watch the market ticker every 2 seconds. Maybe you have it up on your phone. The X Mobile trading app is fantastic. But maybe you don't need to see it on your phone. You just understand that eventually, maybe tomorrow, you can check the markets and see how your trade is doing. And that's how it always is. So you see traders online, they're just using their mobile device or their tablet or whatever to just check how their trades are doing on a day-to-day basis. So this is to show you guys how to create those trades, how to ensure profitability on those trades, and then how to just walk away from the trades entirely, do everything else you got to do in life, and then periodically check on these trades and see how they're performing in real time. So that's exactly what I'm going to show you how to do. That's what I always urge my clients to do on a day-to-day basis, and CurrencyHouse makes it very easy for you guys to do this. So we're going to numb it down to 3 different things. We're going to show you how to place a trade, primarily, number 1, on the Forex side of the trading menu. We're going to show you how to get there. It's going to be very easy. I'm going to pull up a live platform right in front of you in real time. We're going to go walk through the platform. We're going to walk through the platform, and we're going to show you guys exactly how to do it. And then I'm going to show you guys how to place a stop loss and a take profit. Stop loss and a take profit is also extremely simple. A stop loss and a take profit basically allows you to minimize your risk through a stop loss, meaning that if the trade runs in the other direction, it minimizes the amount of loss you can incur on a trade. So you can set that. You can set the amount of risk that you're willing to take on a particular trade. So if you're only willing to risk $20 on every trade, that's totally fine. We can do that for you. And the take profit, inversely, can show you exactly how much you're willing to take on every trade, what you think your desired level of profit will be on each trade, and the market will, and the trade will naturally close on its behalf because of that, and that profit will go directly into your own bank account. So very powerful as well. Social trading, that's another huge feature of the platform. Social trading basically allows individuals to identify other traders on the platform, see their own trading strategies, look at what they're trading, how they're trading it, and then if you enjoy somebody, you can actually copy and follow that trader, so whenever they trade something, you trade something in turn. So this allows you to just totally walk away from the platform and allow somebody to trade on your behalf. If they trade on your behalf and they're a top trader in the game, you can be pretty confident that these individuals are going to make smart strategic trades on your behalf. This may seem a little bit confusing to some, but the package that allows you to access social trading also grants you an in-house currency analyst, and they can actually go through the social trading terminal with you, find a trader that you think is desirable for your package, and ultimately ensure that this trader will be profitable on your behalf. Trading signals are another very simple tool. These would fall very well in conjunction with placing a trade, their first aspect that we're going to look at. Trading signals are sent out daily, CurrencyHouse, formulated by our very talented analyst team in our analyst team room here. That's massive. These are sent out daily, so there's one every single day. There's at least a 75% chance that these signals will pay off in your favor and generate at least 50 pips in profit, which is, even on the smallest contract, equal to about $60 US. I'm actually going to show you 2 signals that were sent out this week, both Monday and Tuesday, that have both been profitable, and we're going to see the evidence from these trades. So I'm not just blowing smoke at you. This is totally true and has happened this week alone. So that's the 3 things we're going to cover today. If there's still questions at the end of the webinar, please feel free to ask. I'll do my best to answer them. Okay, so getting started. This is the main terminal that you'll see when you open up the X Station. It's very simple. It may look confusing to first timers, but it's really simple. It breaks down to 3 different charts. I'm going to get my spotlight out. So you'll see this main chart right here. This is the first big thing that's going to come at you. This is a candlestick charting, as they call it. It's candlestick because you can see the little highs and lows on the day are the little tips, almost like the wicks of candles. Each of these represent a specific time frame and a specific currency, commodity, or index in the market. We can see up top here on the left-hand side, it represents Euro USD. Euro USD is one of the most dominately traded currency pairs on the market right now. Euro USD represents the overall value of the euro. That's why euro's first. It's the value of the euro, but it's showing it in US dollars. So exactly how many US dollars here on this axis does it take us to purchase a euro? Well, at this time, it takes exactly 1.05 euros to purchase a US dollar. This chart is pretty old, actually. It's from way earlier this year. This was basically when the euro was tanking. You can see it was at $1.05, almost on par with the American dollar, one of the worst periods in the euro ever. Down here you have your positions. So these are the open positions you currently have on the market. You can see this individual has 4 different positions, one in Euro USD, one in USD Turkey, that's the Turkish dollar, the DE30, which is the DAX, that's the German stock index, and the USD CAD, which is the value of the US dollar when compared to Canadian dollars, CAD, CAD. So 4 different positions. You can see the lot size here. That's the size of the overall contract. 10 lots is a huge, huge contract. And you can see that the individual shorted it. That's why it's negative. So they predicted the market going down. You can see that that's this trade right here. It's a big sell. A sell means they're predicting the market moving downward, which the market did here. That's the purchase line right here. The market moved downward. That's why it's showing pretty considerable profit on the bottom right here. Now you see the live ticker symbol for the different currencies in the game. This is going to show you the live tickers, the live currencies, and the spreads associated with the buy and sell of each. So you know exactly what charts you should be loading up on the candlestick here. So just 3 different things: the current candlestick pattern, your current positions, and the live ticker. 3 different charts, very, very simple. So let's go on the live platform and we'll show you guys exactly how it looks in real time. Okay, so this is the Currency House platform right here. As you can see, this trader has USD CAD open on the ticker here. They're at about a balance of 805. They have 2 positions opened, Euro USD and oil. Both are currently running a bit of a negative, but the trader is quite confident that they'll move in the other direction. Let's see Euro USD here. So you can see Euro USD has been jumping quite a bit lately. This trader is quite confident, though, that we're going to see a rebound. It went quite low today and then bounced right back up. This is because of a lot of volatility occurring with the US dollar right now. Oil has been going crazy as well. You can see it had a really tremendous day. It jumped pretty much like massively because of some oil reserves that have come out recently. Oil was right up top and almost broke 50. You can see this pattern of upward trending it's been having for quite some time now. Okay, so that is the overall getting started platform. So if we want to place a trade, what do we do? Let's see if we can have another slide here just for that. Okay, so placing a trade. So whenever you guys see this orange dotted line on the platform, that represents a current trade that's been placed, all right? 2 things to know when you're placing a trade. Only 2 things when you're placing a trade you got to know. That's if you're buying it or if you're selling it. Very simple stuff again. Buying or selling, up or down. If you're buying something, you want it to be going up in value. If you're selling it, you want it to go down in value. If it's referred to as buying is referred to as going long on a particular instrument, and selling is referring to going short. So that's how you say it in the industry, going short. You know, I shorted oil and long the euro. You'll hear that from some experts, I guess. So that's the only 2 things you really got to remember when you're placing a trade. It may seem like just a foreign language when you're first looking at it, but at the end of the day, you're only doing 2 things. You're just guessing if it's going up or you're guessing if it's going down. And that's trading at its most basic, simple form. You're guessing if it's going up or guessing if it's going down. So let's go ahead and place a trade and show you guys just how easy it is. So let's look at a currency that we don't have something out right now. Okay, so GBPUSD is currently testing a bit of a high right now. Some good news out of the U.S. So just so you know, in case you're still lost, GBP is the Great Britain pound, and this is in U.S. dollars. We're looking at it right now. So this is the Great Britain pound. This chart's evaluating. So if we're trading the Great Britain pound, we are basically looking at this one phenomenon that's been occurring recently, and that's the Brexit, the British exit of the euro. So whenever the British think they're going to be leaving the euro, the pound normally decreases in value. Sterling is another word for the pound. You'll hear sterling has dropped due to Brexit concerns. There's been big headlines recently. So we can see that this is actually a daily chart. So every single candlestick here represents a day. So so you can see through this daily chart, it's interesting. Right now, the GBPUSD is testing a bit of a high. So you can see these 3 points. This is over since the beginning of January. So basically almost 6 months, we've seen that these 3 high points get reached. And it's been below that ever since. So it's a pretty good bet right now that if this high point has only been reached 3 times in the past 6 months, that this is definitely a high. This is definitely a high that the pound tests. So having said that, let's go ahead and now short it. So if we short it again, we're predicting the value going down. We want the value of the pound to go down if we short it. So if you short it and you want it to go down, you simply click on this red button right here. If you wanted to do the opposite and want it to go up in value, you click on the blue button right here. So blue button means you want it to go up, red button means you want it to go down, and that's all you got to remember. This is the lot size. That's how big your contract is. For beginners and individuals just starting off trading, just stick to 0.1 lots. That's a safe one. You really don't expose yourself too much in the market. You have very, very minimal losses if you do that. So let's go ahead and short it. So just like that, 2 clicks, I have a sell position currently open in the market. Just like that, 2 clicks, and I'm there. So what is the next best bet? Well, the next thing we wanted to talk about, right, was the stop loss and take profit that we think you guys should have on every single trade. So you see that this orange line is currently a bit covered by the market line right now, but if I put my cursor over it, you'll see it. So let's go ahead and create that stop loss and take profit. So again, that stop loss cancels out the trade if it runs too much into a negative, so we can control the overall exposure of the market that we're willing to take on. And the take profit stops the trade, empties the profit into our bank account, so we don't even need to be at the screen in order to see the profit actually take place. So let's go ahead and create that stop loss and take profit. So to do that, you simply put your cursor over the orange dotted line, and you'll see a blue dotted line and a white line come up. You can see they're very close. In this daily chart, it's a little bit tough to see. Let's adjust it to a 15-minute chart. Okay, perfect, great. So now we can see it a little bit better. Just adjusting my screen here. So we can see it a little bit better here. So we can see that the take profit line is right there. It's the white line. So the white line, it's going to be on the bottom because we want it to go down, right? We're shorting it. We want it to be dropping in value. If it drops in value, that's good for us. That means profit for us. So you can see that here. As I adjust this white line, you'll notice that my profit level starts to increase. So watch, you just simply click and drag to adjust it. So I'm just clicking and dragging, and you see my profit increasing. So this is exactly where I think the market will end up. And if it hits this line, then the trade will be executed, it will be dropped, it will be closed, and the profit that you see here will be added into my bank account. And I don't even need to be at my screen or at my computer or even online or even have my computer open, like even functioning for this to happen. So you simply do that, you drag and drop, you click yes, and now you want to control your overall risk in the market. How much are you willing to lose on this particular trade? Well, you know, I'm not a big wealthy guy, so I only want to lose at least, $40 on this trade, worst case scenario. So just like that, you created the trade. So now at its most very basic level, without any sort of market knowledge, me just basing this off of looking at the chart, we have this trade in place. So if the pound drops, and it's 50-50 at the end of the day what it's going to do, it's either going to go up or it's going to go down, right? It's not going to jump off the screen, it's going up or it's going down. If it goes down to this level and the hit position is hit without me even being at the screen, that means profit in my account. Okay, so you don't even have to be at the screen. Now I can leave and go to my day job. I can go walk my dog. I can go make dinner. I can go pick my kids up from school. This allows you to just leave your computer and walk away. So even if you're the most busy person in the entire world, you can do this. I just did this while explaining it to you guys in 5 minutes. So it's really not that tough. Okay, so that about does it for the trade. Let's walk away from it. We can see that we're currently almost at profitable. We're only $1.40 short. Now we're only 60 cents short. So we're moving into the profitability range on that trade right now. Let's go look at social trading, and we'll come back and we'll see how we're doing. Okay, so placing a trade, managing the risk, that's the stop loss and the take profit. I hope you guys can even explain that back to me what it is right now because it's so simple. Now, social trading and trading signals. So these two things are going to help you guys out big time. This is the social trading terminal. So remember that on my last screen, I was on Forex. So I had Forex highlighted right here. Right here is Forex. So now I have social highlighted. This is the next block down. So what social allows you to do is see all the traders currently ranked in the system. These are all the traders around the world that are trading on the X station. Okay, they're traders from everywhere. You're going to see traders from Poland, Hungary, the UK, Chile, everywhere. They're going to be trading on the X station. So you're going to be able to see them. You're going to be able to see the amount of profit these traders are making. You're going to be able to see their overall equity, exactly what they have in their current account balance. You're going to be able to see the overall trades they've done. You're going to be able to see the max drawdown, which is exactly how negative they're allowing their trades to go, which is very important when you start considering the amount of exposure you want to have in the market. And you can see their winning percentage. So how many times do these traders get it right? When you find a trader that kind of sticks out to you, you click on them, then their profile comes up right here. So it's kind of like their Facebook profile, if you will, for trading online. So it pops up right here. You may not have a picture of them, but you can see their trader name. This is a demo account that we're looking at right here. So that's where the trader names are a little stupid. They're kind of numbers. If you would look on the live system, you'd actually see the trader names. Also, if you follow our daily brief, we highlight a trader every week on our daily brief that you guys should stick to and follow. That's just a recommendation to traders that we think are doing very well, maybe new traders that are currently kind of hitting a high point. We always try to give our advice on that to traders around the game. Below that, you're going to see your portfolio, so that's the amount of traders that you have currently open, and the traders that you currently have live and what trades they have out right now. I've seen some individuals make quite a bit of profit on social trading. It's very easy to control, and when you have an account balance of $1,000 or upward, which I always recommend you have when it comes to social trading, you basically have the ability to allow someone like myself or another analyst with Currency House to come into the market and help you guys identify a trader that's going to help your needs and help you with your own account balance. So then if you understand what we're talking about and you think it's going to help you, then we can show you how to copy this trader, and this trader will then make all these trades on your behalf. So you'll basically just copy whatever this trader is doing. If this trader if this trader trades oil, you trade oil. If they make $50 in profit on an oil trade, you make $50 in profit on an oil trade. So you mimic these players and you identify these people. So it's basically you being in control of your own destiny here. You're not relying on a robot. You're not relying on some algorithm in the system. You're relying on a trader that's like a human in the system currently trading and knows what he or she is doing. And these people, I can tell you, a lot of these people aren't using this as a second income. This is a first income for a lot of these individuals. You can see even on the equity side here, some people have 100,000, 200,000 balance right now in the system that they're trading. So these are quite substantial individuals, and you have the ability to identify these individuals and copy their trading maneuvers. So this is a way for you to not even be at the system and to allow somebody to trade on your behalf. And this is all accessible to you if you trade with Currency House. So this is the trading signal. These two trading signals went out on Monday. They went out on Monday and Tuesday of this week. So this is this week. I can show you guys the emails if you need. These went out on Monday of this week. So this is the copy from the email. You can see the first one here was buy USD CAD. Buy means obviously to go long, as you guys will remember, between these 2 points if crude is below $48 a barrel. Well, it was at below $40 a barrel at that side. Set initial stop loss and the take profits at those levels. So we did that. We can see that this was the entry point right here, and the market, it went up, and I think some individuals closed their trades out because they were profitable. It went back down, so we were a little profitable at that point, but the market steadily went back up. And a lot of traders left that trade up about 100 pips. So that was about 100 USD in profit. Yesterday was even better. It was buy GPB, a GPY between 15,908 and 16,025. You can see that that was this level right here if you look closely to your screen. It was that level right here, and look at this massive jump it took. It jumped almost 112 pips. So that's $112 you would have made. And it was very possible, like we said, that it could go up. So it's still rising. So there's a lot of individuals still in this trade, and they're up $130 on this trade right now. So if you were to follow our trading signals on both Monday and Tuesday of this week, it's very reasonable to think that you could be up $250 on the week right now. So it's been a good week so far for the signals. They're not always 100%. So far, we're currently running at about a 75, 78% range on the signal potential that we're broadcasting. We always recommend to create a stop loss that it's about 20 to 25 pips. So you're only risking about $20 to $25 on every single signal, but you're gaining upwards of $50 to $100 on every positive signal. So at the end of the day, you're almost, I don't want to say guaranteed because I hate using that term, but there's a high probability that you're going to be walking away with some cash in your pocket. So those are the three things I wanted to show you guys today. I wanted to show you guys how to create a trade with a stop loss and a take profit. And look at that, our trade is currently positive that we made here today. We're up $1.80. It's kind of fluctuating a bit, but we're in the positive territory right now, which is great to see. So we're up $1.30 right now, meaning we made a little bit of money this webinar, so that's always great. So guys, that's about it for me here today. We are at 32, so it did take about 20, 25 minutes or so. We really hope you enjoyed today's webinar here from Currency House. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to drop us a note or drop us a line. I know that there are some more signals coming out this week, so if you do have a demo account with us and you are looking to make the jump to live, that will give you access to the signals. You know, we're always here to help you at the end of the day if you have trouble understanding them or anything like that. Also, Currency House is undertaking a pretty massive sponsorship right now of the Vendy Global Sailing Race, which is actually kicking off pretty soon. And we're running a contest actually right now. So all individuals that deposit throughout this time that the Vendy is operational, you actually get a ballot and you could have the potential to win a all-inclusive paid trip to Barbados to go sailing. So it's a little bit of a bonus just in case you guys wanted to deposit within the next couple of weeks or so. But yeah, if you have any questions, drop me a line. I'm more than willing to answer them. But thanks so much for showing up, guys. Really hope you enjoyed today's session.